All right, so we are going to now start the Sumeru Arkhan Quest. So when patch 3.0 arrived, I did a little bit of advanced exploring because I was pulling for Tinari, right? So I did open up a little bit of the map. I had to open up the world boss, this one, the chicken. Yeah, but I didn't touch on any of the story just yet. We're going to start with the Archon Quest, okay? So, through mists of smoke and forests dark, okay? You and Paimon arrive in Sumeru, and you prepare to find a way to get an audience with Lesser Lord Kusanali. We've heard of that name before, right? In some of the vendors, merchants in Inazuma. Oh yeah, I remember there was a cut scene at the beginning when you enter Sumeru, and there was this NPC with green hair, similar to Dr. Baiju. She was ignoring us deliberately, and we're like, what the heck was that? So we're gonna see what happens. Gotta say, the forests look so forestlicious. Right? This area just looks like, a jungle. A real jungle. It's very interesting. What is this?
Huh? She just walked near that small waterfall and then suddenly vanished. Let's go take a closer look. Paimon thought this cave would lead to a village or something, but it looks like that's not the case. Look, she's sitting over there. Wait, she couldn't possibly be living here, could she?
What is that? Is that some sort of aromatherapy? I don't think it's food that she's cooking, right? It looks like a pot. Must be some aromatherapy, okay? I see smoke coming out of it.
What should we do now? Do we try asking her for directions again?
Maybe we shouldn't bother her because she seems like someone you don't want to be influenced by.
It looks like she's meditating or something. If we bother her now, she probably wouldn't let us off very lightly.
Look at her hair. That's like a similar green color as Dr. Baiju. Similar colored hair must be related or something. That's the logic, right?
Oh! What a lovely
Oh
smell!
no, we're already trapped in the Genjutsu.
It's coming from that sensor over there.
Oh,
This is
sensor.
definitely not your typical place to call home, but at least it smells nice. Maybe living here wouldn't be too bad after all.
We're already trapped. Uh-oh. Oh no. Here comes the trippy stuff.
Huh? What's the matter? You don't look too good.
Something's not right.
What? Is the smell making you feel sick? Strange. Paimon doesn't feel anything.
Okay, Paimon is also very sus. She's always been sus, but that's plus one more point to her being sus. I've got to get out of here. Ooh. Ooh. Visual impairment. Okay. Typical symptom. I think I'm gonna pass out. Oh no.
What's happening? Traveler? This is no time for a nap. Oh, come on.
Oh no. What the heck? What is this? Oh, this is the tree from the trailer. I see, I see. Okay, I hear voices. Oh my god, this is trippy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What am I supposed to do? I can't open my menu. What? Oh my gosh. The sky is red over there. That's ominous. So, I think we need to approach the tree. What? I didn't do that. I didn't do nothing. I'm innocent. This always happens every time I go into a new region. Okay. I did nothing. Following the voice. You know, if I hear that voice in real life, I wouldn't be inclined to follow it. I'd be like, I'm out. I'm gonna get out of here. World, forget me? What?
Are you sure it's not serious? The Traveler's been out for a long time now.
How long? You could give a specific number of hours or days?
Yes, you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable.
Oh, is this
He
the
says that
girl?
he's going to be alright, then there's absolutely nothing to worry about.
Oh, it's her. Okay, gotta be honest though, I have not read the manga. Although by now I should. So I am not too familiar about this girl's backstory in the manga. So yeah, I need to catch up on that one. But all I know is that she was saved by the Knights of Favonius and that she is close with Amber, or Amber rescued her or something, and she looks up to her. Something like that. So yeah.
Oh, are you awake now?
Oh, thank goodness! Traveler, you're finally awake!
Oh, thank goodness! What tone is that, Paimon? Excuse me.
Well, we're at... Good question. Where are we? Paimon was in such a panic when you passed out that she even forgot to ask what place this is.
This is Gandharvaville. It was originally built by scholars from Sumeru as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's mainly used by the forest rangers as a base of operations.
Gandharvaville. Okay.
My name is Kale. I'm a trainee forest ranger. My master and I found you passed out during our patrol, so we brought you here.
I really like this combination of green and purple. It's also something we saw in Kuki Shinobu, right? It's a good combi, I must say. And I love that she has predominantly brown, dark brown color scheme in her outfit. So her features, facial features stand out even more. So really, really good design. She looks like a plant. She looks like a tree. A brown body with a green head.
Oh, no things are necessary. I didn't do anything really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort?
It's so bitter? What?
Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine you're tasting. He gave you some while you were unconscious.
Okay, so, question. Why are all or almost all herbal medicines bitter? Why, is that a trope or something? Can't there be an herbal medicine that is delicious by itself? Because I know some medicines you put in flavor, right? or sugar to make it sweet and appetizing to children or even adults. But why are they always bitter?
Before I forget, Master mentioned you should take more medicine once you wake up.
What? I'm fine now. I don't need I don't need no more medicine.
Whoops!
Girl. Is she clumsy? Is she that kind of character trope, the clumsy kind? That I give it my all, but I'm kind of clumsy, so I am cute. Kind of trope. I hope she's not, because those can be a bit annoying.
Kale, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must be careful with these. All right, I'll get it for you once I'm finished here.
Here he is. Billy, I'm sorry. Someone pointed it out and I can't unsee. Tainari. Hi. Hello.
Sorry, Master.
Now, the guide to Avidya Forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board. But if Farbode forgets which mushrooms to avoid one more time, I'll have no choice but to leave the guide somewhere a little more visible. Like right smack on his forehead so others can remind him to be careful.
He seems a little bit exasperated. It's like everyone is dumb. You're forgetful. You're clumsy. Maybe it's just a wrong first impression, but you know, he must be a good person, right? Also, edible fungi are the only things that are edible in this forest. Fungi. If this were me and I learned that there are fungi that are not edible and you know a select few fungi that are edible, I would just avoid them entirely. Just to be safe.
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month. I'll be sure to give him a good talking to.
Yes, please do. If, on the off chance, Farbode simply enjoys having little imaginary fairies dance before his eyes, then we'll just let him be. But the next time he requires any of our medicine, be sure to charge him accordingly.
Oh, so if it's just harmless hallucinations, then just let him eat the mushrooms or fungi. Maybe the fungi are not that dangerous after all. Food poisoning is
So,
the
how are
most
you
severe symptom? I don't know.
Feeling better?
I guess so. It's unfair. That other person gets to experience dancing fairies and I get to pass out and I don't remember anything. Come on.
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari. He is chief officer over all the rangers here in Gandharville.
Ooh.
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. But now that you're awake, let me explain it for you as well. It is common practice for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training and meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forests. While meditating, they use a certain incense known as Spirit Borneol to help calm their minds as they enter a state of deep rumination.
Oh, right. I just remember or got reminded that he is a scholar. Originally, or is still a scholar, but chose to stay in the forest as a ranger. Okay, so now that explains why he is he feels a little bit exasperated by people who are not getting it, getting his advice. Smart people tend to be like that. They're not being mean. Most of them are not being mean. Some can be arrogant and condescending, but you know, I get that. I've seen some people who are like that. Meditation in isolated areas? What?
In hopes of asking directions, you two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. The
Hypatia?
incense you smelled inside was the spirit borneol I just mentioned.
Oh. Hypatia.
That incense typically
That's
has
a cool
no
name.
effect on most people, but for a very select few, it can have profound effects on one's cognition, as you
Ooh.
experienced firsthand. Does that make sense?
We persona out here, okay? Cognition. What did I experience though? I don't remember. I just passed out. Everything was just black.
Very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out?
I don't
Say,
know.
any out-of-body experiences? Or did you see anything while unconscious?
Nothing. Oh, yeah. Wait. The tree. I was just thinking about the dancing fairies. No, yes, we did. That fucking tree. And the world, forget me kind of deal. Okay, what's up with that, though? Ooh? You know something? Sir, are you gonna tell me? Or are you just gonna keep it to yourself? Because most characters tend to just keep it to themselves. I'm like, please. Say something, tell me.
Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
Why?
Huh? Why?
Just what I said.
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room and I'll bunk with Amir. Now get a move on and be sure to do as I've said.
Yes, Master Tainari.
Wait, hold on a second. Can you tell us what's going on?
Yes, please.
Sure, let me fill you in.
Okay.
I originally planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However, it appears now that you should stay a while longer in Gandharvaville for further observation while you recuperate.
Am I being a test subject? He knows something.
Further observation?
But we need to go to Sumeru City.
No
And
need to
meet
be
Al
hasty.
Haitham.
As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong, I promise that you'll understand the gravity of the situation once I explain everything to you.
Explain it now, please.
Based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can conclude that you experienced a powerful hallucination, which suggests your mental state is not in the best of shape.
Oh my gosh. You know, we've been under plenty of hallucinations recently. We hallucinated in the Golden Apple Archipelago like 4 times, right? Because like 4 mirages there, so that's like 4 hallucinations. Oh my gosh.
If you're skeptical, have a whiff of this.
Why are we smelling a lot of stuff here? Wow.
Oh, are you okay?
You're experiencing a similar sensation as when you passed out, aren't you?
Sure.
So even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let you leave, it's highly likely that you'd suddenly pass out again somewhere else.
Good point. But you have medicine, right? Can you just like give me some and we'll just be on our way?
The rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas. If something were to happen to you again, I'm afraid you might not be so lucky.
That I'm fine. I got plot armor. My plot armor protects me.
For now, I suggest you continue taking your medicine each day and avoid wandering off on your own. At least until you stop having adverse reactions to this kind of smell, okay?
So you can gain immunity or you get desensitized to it.
Good. Now continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
A bowl? An entire bowl of medicine? Ugh.
Seriously? We just arrived in Sumeru and we're already having problems left and right!
I know, right?
Paimon knows we're set on meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali as soon as possible, but you really don't look too good.
Excuse me, Paimon.
Probably be best to let you recover first. Hey! Are you even listening to Paimon? Paimon's over here worrying about you, you know!
I feel it's a little weird.
What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now?
Yeah, my body does feel a little weird. But what I mean is, I don't think what I saw were hallucinations. They were predictions? No, it's not predictions, right? An astral projection. Right? Or something like that.
You mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be?
A warning. I'm not sure. When I saw the vision, it felt as if I was standing deep underground. But the red sky... Could it have been Conria? Conria?
Well, considering how unique you are, Paimon trusts your judgment here. But why didn't you say anything about it to Tainari?
Considering how unique you are, but Traveler is just a human, right? I guess he's unique because he can wield elemental power without having a vision. But seriously, no one ever questions Paimon. Like, she's the only one who's like this floating small fairy girl. They're not even shocked that, oh, what is this? Visually speaking, Paimon is more odd than the Traveler. Anyways.
If you misjudge your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right?
He probably wasn't telling us the truth. See? That's what I also got. Okay? That was my impression of it. Okay? He didn't tell us what he should be telling us.
Huh? You mean that Tainari already knows that what you saw weren't hallucinations? But if that's the case, why would he try to hide that from us?
Exactly. We need to get to the bottom of this.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. That explains why you were so quiet earlier.
The Traveler's always quiet, Paimon. Mihoyo, Hoyoverse, please let the Traveler speak.
Well, that settles it then. We'll stay here to rest up and figure out what's going on with your hallucinations.
Well, it's free lodging. I don't need it though, because I have the teapot.
But it seems like asking Tainari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should do?
Let's start by having a chat with Kale.
Good idea. Kale's pretty friendly. We can ask her tomorrow about what she knows regarding the Dendro Archon and customs in Sumeru.
You don't know anything, Paimon? I thought you were my guide.
Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find Kale!
Ooh, look at this bed. What is this? What is this? Ooh, there are some plants inside. Is this some sort of like a terrarium or just an enclosed vase or what? Ooh, butterflies. What are those? Hello, Kamran. If it wasn't for the forest's alleviating effect on the disease, someone with Eleazar would have never been allowed to be a forest. Someone with Eleazar? What? Who are you? What are you doing here? Why are you asking about that? I don't know. You're the one who's just... Okay, I'm the one who talked to him first. But anyways, I'm just passing by. Right. This is Gandharvaville. You can rest here if you're tired. If you don't want to be educated by the forest watchers, then take a look at the stuff on the notice board. Forgive me for being unable to say more. Did he mean educated by lectured? Because that can be annoying. I mean lectured, not lectured like sermon, but lectured like a class lecture. This is a really cool mechanic though. Woo! You know, it's very much similar to the one in Inazuma. But the feel is somehow different because, you know, you're swinging from the chandelier like that.
All right, next let's see. Right hand. Yes, not bad. But please remember that you still need to be careful. Understand?
Yes, I will. By the way, Master, I still haven't received the patrol route for today.
Look, Kale, today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides, there's a chance we may encounter... well, you understand.
Encounter what?
But I have a vision too! Am I useless to everyone now?
Ah!
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something you need to be worrying about right now. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
I guess. I've had 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah, since we'll be staying here for now, we thought we might as well try lending a hand around here.
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? In that case, perhaps Kale could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day.
If it were me, I'd be chillaxing inside the hut. Is there Wi-Fi here?
And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the statue of the city.
No. No.
Tighnari, we're ready to head out.
Ooh, look at his outfit though.
Roger, I'll be right there. All right, we'll be heading into the forest now. I'll leave any further details to Kale.
Yes, you can count on me.
So, Kale, what exactly are we going to be doing today?
We'll just be strolling. I mean, patrolling.
Tighnari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but, that doesn't really sound like the job for a ranger.
Yeah, it sounds like job for, interns.
Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty diverse. They handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fire prevention standards are met, and providing assistance to travelers and locals.
Checking the condition of outlying roads. Okay. That's a lot of duties and responsibilities.
As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of the rainforest.
I know, right? There was that part of the area where there was decay. And I don't know how to disable it, but according to the text, it's like it could wipe out your entire party after you accumulate the decay. I was like, what?
Today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way to the Statue of the Seven. Hang on, traveler, this way!
Where? What?
You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual.
Okay, let me just take a look at the... Ooh, this house? Is this Tighnari's house? Yohanan. Can't these forest rangers be a little clear? Spores? Pollen? How do they expect anyone to understand what they're saying? Who are you? I'm from the Eremites. What else? By the way, do you need a bodyguard? Hey, you can be my bodyguard. Hi, hello. Excuse me, I just want a bodyguard. You know, it just like it just sounds cool. Wow, talk about a braggart. Well, here's hoping you're strong enough to survive the rainforest. Otherwise, you'll end up like the researcher over there, who can't afford to hire anyone and just wanders around crowded places. Ah, I've heard that many researchers frequent the rainforest to study it, so there are more opportunities to make Mora here. Why can't I find anyone who'll hire me? I really envy Flame Main. It said that she's got a huge job in the city. I'll make her buy me some drinks when I get back to the city. Oh, okay, so I get the typical deal. A lot of the researchers are, you know, just normal people.
I'll have to grab a drink with Flame May when I'm back in the city.
Ooh, sounds hot. And then these people, they mercenaries, they offer their bodyguard services to them. I see. A lot of love stories will emerge from there. Rudaba. I like their outfits. That ranger earlier also has a really cute outfit. It was a bright green. It wasn't dull. Girl! Look at that guy over there. He's eyeing you. Oh my gosh, girl. You need to hire her. And then, you know, everything's gonna start from there.
I think I'll start with these questions.
What interview? Hello. Are you a Vanara? Vanara? Can I ask you a few questions? I'm not a Vanara? Oh, what a shame. Still, the opinion of others can be used as a reference as well, right? That said, I wonder how much you know about Avidia Forest. The traces greater Lord Rukadevara left in the rainforest. How many of them have you seen? Traces? What traces? Oh, forgive me for taking so much of your time. If you don't mind, you can have a chat with me when you're free. Girl, explain. What are those traces? And what is a Vanara? Oh my! I forgot to introduce myself. I am an Amorza researcher from the academia. Okay, so Amorza is biology. And I am carrying out an academic study on the rainforest. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I haven't been able to hire a suit. Girl! That guy over there, look at him. He looks chocolate yummy. Wouldn't you say? Oh, due to financial difficulties. You don't have many. I understand. Most researchers are like that. They lack the funding. So I've been temporarily limited to small-scale surveys in areas protected by the forest rangers. Maybe you can pay him in other kind. Girl. Wink, wink. Who else? Ooh, that's him. Oh, wait. See that green color? It looks so cute. Is this a new hair? Oh my god, that's a new hair for an NPC. I love it. It looks hot. Even an idiot can cook so awesome food with this fresh meat. I'd like some fresh meat too. Aha! Looks like you know your stuff. Just pick whatever you want. Ooh! A mushroom hodgepodge increases defense. I don't. Do you happen to have a recipe for this, good sir? Because I want to cook it myself. Delicious pita pocket. This is a good health item. Hopefully the ingredients are not too difficult to obtain. Spice! Look at that. I'll get one. I'm gonna get all, okay. Meat, I've got plenty of these already. See? 2,500. So I don't need to buy more meat. Oh, these are ascension materials. Give me those.
Our recent catch was great. We definitely have enough for a grand feast this time.
Hello, Doc. Oh, this is Farbode. Hello? I pick Rukashava mushrooms every day. My waist is sore and my back aches. And I'm only in my 20s. I can relate. Sounds tough. No kidding. Picking mushrooms requires endless bending down. It gets real horrible after a while. Luckily, the academia requires a huge supply of Rukashava mushrooms, so I gain a steady job from this. My current goal is to save some Mora, buy a house in the city, and live there. About Rukashava mushrooms? Rukashava mushrooms are great stuff. You know by the name that they must be something amazing left by Greater Lord Rukadevata. I think, they can serve as cooking ingredients, herbs, well, and maybe fertilizer? Well, I'm not sure, since the Akasha didn't tell me all its uses. I guess I didn't need to know. As long as the academia needs it, I can always make money from it. The only thing I do know is that it's a great ingredient for cooking. Here is some for you. Take a try. Ooh, 4 of them. The Akasha didn't tell him? The Akasha was like the Akasha system, right? The Akasha system. So the system didn't tell him? Something like that? Oh, I already talked to this guy. Ooh. Philby, hello? Taking the path through the chasm to Sumeru was a bad idea. I thought it was a shortcut, but a nobody like me couldn't get through these blockades, so I had to go all the way around instead. That really exhausted me. Do you plan to continue? Of course, but give me a while to rest up. Since I'm already here, I have to pay a visit to Sumeru City. The locals told me that I should attend the festivals held there if I can. For example, there's something called the Sub-Zero's Festival, which celebrates the birthday of Lesser Lord Kusanali. But when I asked if Lesser Lord Kusanali is also called the Goddess of Flowers, they shook their heads and said that the Goddess of Flowers and the Dendro Archon aren't the same god. It seems that the Greater Lord and Lesser Lord Kusanali aren't the same god either. I don't understand. Then why is Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday called Sub-Zero's Festival? That's just being obtuse. Huh? Wait. Oh, I thought that the sky was red. It's just sunset. Look at this. I've seen this around. And you can kill them and get meat from them. I don't want to kill them, but they attack you, so.
Nothing wrong with these 2 lamps. Let's move to the next ones.
Oh. That looks nice. Ooh, what are those hanging things? Those are houses? Then how do you get up? Or maybe you just swing.
Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly. Let me make a note of it.
What? This is a lamp? How do you... Can you turn it on? Nope.
Propagate!
Oh, I did turn it on. That's cool. Can you turn it off?
Cascade!
Oh, wait.
Fire it up!
Nope. Okay, just turn it on. That's cool. It looks so pretty though. Look at that.
No problems with this lamp. Good.
Look at these. They're so luminous. Ugh, it looks so fantastical, you know? Fantasy, right? Oh my gosh. What is this? Hello? Oop, I see a Oculus. Should I be collecting them? I should, right? Okay, I see it. But it's blocked. Nope. There's an entrance. I think this would be opened through a quest.
The statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road before.
Yep, sure
It's
did.
pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then. There's not much footing once you reach the statue, so be careful up there.
Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those hard-to-reach areas.
You know what, Paimon? You gave me an idea. Since you're the one who can fly, why don't you go fly there by yourself and clean the statue? We'll just chill right down here. Right? You can do it, Paimon. Come on. Do me a favor.
By the way, Kale, do you know anything about the Dendro Archon? You know, what's she like?
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Okay, so they're really making a big deal about the distinction, or yeah, the difference there is between the Greater Lord and the Lesser Lord. And yeah, according to that NPC earlier, a lot of the people from Sumeru don't acknowledge them as the same Archon. Because from what I understand from the teaser, is that Greater Lord was the previous Dendro and the Lesser Lord Kusanali is the new one. We're not sure if the Lesser Lord is just the reincarnation, I think, of the Greater Lord. So I think this would be the main conflict in the Sumeru region, right? In the main plot is that the people don't really acknowledge the Lesser Lord Kusanali as the new Dendro Archon. They're largely worshippers of the previous Dendro Archon. And then there's like a small minority of people who worship the Lesser Lord Kusanali. And maybe that's where the conflict will arise. Something like that. And then the Fatui will enter the picture at the end of the story. And then they're gonna burn the tree. And then everyone is going to team up against the Fatui. And then everything will be explained. And then our sister is nowhere to be found. Okay, that's the plot. I think so.
Huh? Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Oh, is that the name of the former Dendro Archon?
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. Her works provided a means of peaceful living for everyone.
Wall of Samiel?
To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, She disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago.
500 years ago, to be exact. Girl, I know my stuff, okay? Does it coincide with Conria? Sounds exactly like what happened to Raiden Makoto, right? She died.
According to what Masters told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru.
See, that's the misleading description there. I'm saying misleading because yeah, because they found a newly born. So how does an Archon get born? Do they have parents? Do they just rise from the ashes? Right? Did she get appointed by the previous Dendro Archon? Okay, you're the next Archon now. Did she pass on the gnosis to that Dendro Archon? Because the newly born, okay, so newly born, she just came into existence, right? She's very young, 500 years old. So how did she get born? She get born? Because all this time, I was under the impression that the Archons got their Archon status by winning the Archon War, right? Because according to their explanation, at least from the stories, the anecdotes from the characters, is that there was a huge war and people and gods were competing for Archonship, right? And then only 7 prevailed, something like that. So you'd think if the Dendro Archon died, you know, an empty spot is vacant and a new one would just, you know, a new, not just recently born, you know, a already existing god would just take over or something like that, right? Like in Liyue, Rex Lapis died, and then the Ningguang and the humans, the mortals, just took over, right? The leadership, right, in managing Liyue. We're still not clear if a new Geo Archon is going to be appointed or born. I don't know. Is there going to be a next Geo Archon? They never told us though. So yeah. So maybe they'll explain this kind of deal in this Sumeru Arkhan Quest. What is the deal with the newly born Dendro Archon? How did you get born?
To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Siristana.
Siristana.
Uh-huh. Then what happened?
Well, and then... I'm not too sure what happened, to be honest.
Okay, so her not knowing, I would I would attribute it more to the academia or the sages not letting them know, right? I don't think she's ignorant or what, she's clueless or what. It's just that perhaps the academia is just restricting information. Maybe because right, and they told us that information is managed as a resource, and we've seen an example before, right? That for that particular ranger, he said that the Akasha didn't tell him, so that's the only thing he knows. So maybe that's how it works here.
Huh? You're not too sure? But aren't you from Sumeru?
Right?
Yeah, I'm from Sumeru.
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. If that's the case, then don't worry, we understand.
Whereas in Liyue, they would talk to you about the Geo Archon for days. They would talk about their custom for days. They would talk all about their traditions for days. They'll tell you everything. I think it's the same for Mondstadt too.
No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I don't consider you two strangers. Anyway, you two know Amber, right?
Yes, we do.
Wait, Amber? You mean...
Outrider of the Knights of Avonius, the avid glider from Mondstadt.
Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person.
Aww. You know, for those people who read the manga, they probably read that like, oh, because you know, I've heard that her backstory in the manga was quite tragic. So
There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is
Look at
also
her.
very understanding of others. She's like the spark that lights the fire in everyone's heart around her.
look at her, very inspired.
If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet.
Oh, she was the
Can't
first
help
one
but
we
be
met
enthralled
as
by her
well.
charm and enthusiasm, causing you to fall in love with the lands of Mondstadt and... sorry.
Girl, go on.
Paimon thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just described, but one thing's for sure, you really like Amber.
Sorry. I was rambling on just now. It must have sounded kind of weird.
No, it's typical, you know. If you're really inspired by a certain person, an extent that changed you drastically, you're a new person, a better person. That's very typical. You shouldn't hide that.
It's alright, Kale. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber somehow makes Paimon suddenly feel a lot closer to you. So, how do you know that we've met Amber?
Ooh, please tell me that they communicate through letters, texts, through birds, phoenixes, oh, falcons, I mean.
Well, after I returned to Sumeru, Amber and I have stayed in touch by writing each other letters.
Ah, wholesome.
In one letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious blonde traveler and their floating companion.
Floating companion.
I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you. But, considering everything you've been through that day, I thought it'd be inappropriate to bring it up.
So that's how you knew.
Yep, so please know that you two have my complete trust. Really. I wish I could tell you more about the Ginger Archon, but I have been away from Sumeru for some time, and I haven't read any books. Sorry.
That's alright. You've already helped us a lot. We had never even heard of Greater Lord Ruka Devata or the Sanctuary of Surasthana until you mentioned them.
Oh, I'm happy that was helpful. There is one thing I want to ask, though. Why do you two want to know about the Ginger Archon?
'Cause, Paimon explained it to her.
So that's why you're here. Thank you for telling me your story.
Yeah, that was a very long story though, so that's why. It's very hard to summarize. Okay, basically, we want to find our sister. But she evil though, so we want to ask the Dendro Archon. Why is she evil? How is she evil? And... Yep, those questions.
Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right? Alright, we have a statue to clean.
Oh, I forgot about that.
You both have my thanks. Well, you
Paimon!
cleaning. I'll go ahead and inspect the forest canopy. Let's meet back here shortly.
I thought we agreed you'd be the one to go and clean the statue because you're the only one who can fly, okay? Climb the top of the rock. Is there some sort of like... Oh, I see it. This is so convenient. I love this. You know, I remember back in Liyue, it was a struggle having to climb all of those mountains, rock pillars, with very low stamina because I haven't collected all of the oculi. And I fell a lot. It was challenging. But I only need to go through that phase once, okay? It was memorable. It was fun at that time. But I only need to go through that phase once, okay? At this point in the story, I need more convenient methods of getting on top of places, okay?
Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small.
Maybe that's you, Paimon. Are you the Dendro Archon? Oh my gosh, Paimon.
Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
It's gotta be the Lesser Lord.
The name does seem to fit the statue somehow. Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that out later. Let's get started on cleaning the statue. Paimon will fly up and take care of the top, and you clean everything below.
Wait. There's more surface area down here below.
Nice work. That's one clean statue. Let's head down and meet up with Kale.
I thought we need to do the hydro thing. Wait. I missed a spot. Here. Okay. All shining. Oops, sorry, I cracked. Wait. The statue seems cracked. Right? Is that how usually the statue of the seven are? Let me just compare. See? This one even has this gold thing around it. It looks so nice. Right? There are grooves, but those are intricate designs. See? This one also has this gold thingies. This one is a gold crown. Also the same. Oh yeah, wait. I just remember when you offer the oculi and every time it levels up, right, it kind of repairs the statue. Okay, so yeah. I remember. So this will become beautiful and repaired and fixed once we leveled up the statue and offered all of the oculi. So that is not something that is related to the main story anyway. So I thought I was like, ooh, I stumbled upon something new. Nope. Ooh, look at her sitting. Looking cute.
Kale, we're back!
Welcome back! You must be tired after all that climbing. Let's take a little break. I brought some fruit and water for us.
Yay, food! What kind of goodies did you bring?
Paimon, some restraint, please.
Hey, don't be a party pooper. It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything. Besides, the best way to compliment a chef is to show passion for their food. Xiangling taught Paimon that.
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pockets.
Pita
Like
pockets.
them? Whoops!
Oh, she is the clumsy kind.
No, you dropped it on the ground.
No! Wait, 5-second rule. 5,
Not to
4,
worry.
3,
I wrapped a few
2.
layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
We grabbed it at the last second. It's fine.
Paimon nearly had a heart attack there. Those pitas are amazing! You're quite the cook, Kale. Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper. Paimon wouldn't have been able to sleep at night knowing something so tasty had been wasted.
That's what gives you nightmare, Paimon.
You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon. Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime.
Gimme.
I'll even include all my personal cooking pointers, so you'll be making your own pita pockets in no time.
Ooh. Would she have a specialty?
Yay!
I think that would be her specialty.
Hard to believe someone as diligent as you could have clumsy moments too.
She's had her second clumsy moment though, so I hope that it's only those. Okay, I'll give you a limit of 3. Kale, okay. I don't like clumsy characters. You know, the kind of trope in anime. The clumsy and oh, she's cute because she's clumsy kind of trope. No, I don't like that, okay? If you want to be cute, just be cute, okay?
Oh,
But not by being clumsy. That's not cute.
I guess it happens from time to time.
Or maybe because it's related to her backstory. Oh my gosh. If it is related to her backstory, I'm sorry. My gosh.
So, Kale, don't you think that Tainari's a little too strict with you? He won't let you touch anything without his permission.
I think he means well. I think he's like trying to keep her safe.
Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but he's never said anything. Everyone has their clumsy moments.
But the Traveler never said anything. The Traveler never says anything, Paimon. I bet you, in his mind, he's saying a lot of stuff. If you would let the Traveler speak, please, Hoyo. I really bet the voice actors, I'm sure, they would be willing to voice the Traveler. You know, if you ask them, I doubt that they would say, nope, I'm only interested in giving grunts and one-liners. Okay? I'm only interested in that one. If I have to speak one sentence, I'm out. No, I doubt they would say that. Okay, I'm sure they are like dying to speak in game. Please, Hoyo. Okay?
No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure, he may seem a bit harsh at first, but with some time, you'll see that he's actually very kind-hearted.
I understand that. I've known people who are like that. Like they tend to be straight to the point, very in your face. You know, they don't beat around the bush. They tell you what they mean. They tell you what it is, but they don't mean. They're not being mean. They may sound mean, but they mean what they say. Right? But they're kind-hearted. You know, you just need to get past that. Anyways.
I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and reclusive nature.
Ooh. Is that why he has fox ears and tail? You know, the game never really explained how there are some people, beings, that are a cross of an animal and a human, right? A kimono. Is that how you call them? Like Ziona, for example. Yeah, and now this Tainari as well. I think for Ganyu and Yanfei, we've already explained that one because they're half Adeptus. So it's understandable they have certain features that are not human-like. But for others, like Ziona and Kale, they just mention a clan for Diona, right? The Cat's clan, whatever. And now for Tainari, he's an ancient a race as well. So they've never like explained that there are races in Tevat that would have certain features that of human and a mix of something else. So, you know.
Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, there's a group called,
Amurta.
Something?
Amurta. I've heard that earlier.
Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, sages from the Academia have written him many times, inviting him to take up an official position there. But Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears.
That's very understandable. Speaking of his ears, I'd really like to pet them. Can I? It's a bit too rude.
I know, right? I've always wanted to pet them too. Anyway, Master could have easily left the rainforest to take up a position at the Academia, but he chose to stay here instead as a forest watcher, helping the locals every day and passing on his knowledge to trainees. In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make pita pockets.
Ooh, wholesome.
Really? Paimon would have never guessed that. Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. He even carried you all the way here.
Ooh, I'd like to see a picture of that one. Did he carry me on his back? Or did he carry me like a fireman's lover's carry?
Paimon's still kinda upset though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way here.
I think he would do that. What did you do, Paimon?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little. But, it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, "Why, oh why, is he going to die?" It probably started to get under Master's skin after a while.
Well, he has a very big ear and he's very sensitive to noises. And, you know, high-pitched noises tend to be really irritating to the ears. So, understandable.
Hey! Don't laugh! Paimon was genuinely concerned about you.
Oh, Paimon, they're really enforcing this idea that Paimon is really close to Traveler. Right? She's never gonna leave us. The Traveler's not gonna leave Paimon too. They're inseparable. And then, boom, they get separated. Ha, plot twist.
Hey! Now even Kali started to laugh. Ugh, that's it! Paimon won't forget this!
Paimon won't forget this.
Primordial wrath!
What wrath?
No! Don't touch me!
Paimon! Stop! What did you do, Paimon? What's the matter? Oh my god, that's related to her backstory. Oh my god, Paimon. Stop it.
Oh, sorry, Kale. Paimon didn't mean to scare you.
No, I just... I didn't mean that.
It's related to her backstory. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Paimon. You just triggered some sort of trauma. I think. Bad, Paimon,
Are
bad.
you okay? What's the matter?
No, I'm fine. I'm sorry. I must have startled you both reacting like that. Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharville. I think Master and the others should be back by now, too.
Ooh.
What was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a hurry all of a sudden?
Traumatic backstory, Paimon. I can
She's
sense it.
practically running back. Paimon can't even see her now.
Well, in Paimon's defense, she didn't know, so, you know. It's not like Paimon intended to... What was that? Oh, yeah, because I had this box. And let's just leave on the box. Because I thought you could plant the lotus for Tenari's ascension, but turns out you can't.
Ah, Traveler, you've returned.
Nazarene.
Yep, we're back. Have you seen Kale by any chance?
Oh, Kale? Yes, I saw her go into her room just a moment ago.
Oh, okay. Guess we'll just have to wait and talk to her tomorrow then.
Ooh. Look at those.
Where did this rain come from? Are you gonna be okay? Here,
Oh.
I'll lend you my coat.
It's raining. How do you get up these? There's no stairs. No,
You don't wanna
drop
be
down
out in the
ladders?
country in this kind of weather. You'll get struck by lightning for sure.
I don't see no entrance as well. There are no doors.
Yeah.
There are windows. Or are those the doors? How do you go inside? Oh, there's an oculi
Where
here.
did this rain come from? Are you gonna be okay? Here, I'll lend you my coat.
Start with these questions.
It's storming in here. Oh my gosh. We've had enough of those stormy weather in Inazuma though. Is it up above? Ooh, a mirror, hello. These guys just love running about when they aren't working. I hope they pay close attention to that girl's condition and report any changes immediately. These guys? Yeah, these fluffy guys. Ooh, the fluffy dogs! They just refuse to sit still, and they keep running around making noise all day. Luckily, they get serious when it's time for work. Otherwise, I would have taught them another good lesson. I think you've misunderstood. I didn't mean my colleagues. I meant these doggies. They may seem like they're all over the place, but they're actually very reliable. They're good friends and assistants for our forest patrol work. And as for myself, I am responsible for managing and training these search and rescue dogs. Oh, they're so cute! Sag is my best student. So I appointed it captain of the search and rescue dog team. If you can't find a forest watcher or a forest ranger, you can ask it for help too. Ooh, you're a good boy. Wiggling tail. Let me pet the dog. No petting still. It's already 3.0 and no petting. You know, at least give them food or what, and they'd be like happy that they receive food. You know, you at least feed a dog. Not even that one. Oh, maybe it's up there in the tree. Okay, let's climb the tree. Ooh, Granny. Oh, this is a Vanara. This is the What's a Vanara though? Greetings. Welcome to Gandharvaville. Life is comfortable here, right? It's much better than the city. I'm the longest living resident here. One of them, anyway. Perhaps only Kion, who's a few years my elder, can compete with me. It was a blessing in disguise, this carefree life in the forest. I was a researcher of the academia in my youth, but I was caught up in a vicious academic competition. I didn't want to fight with those unethical researchers. A secluded life in the forest was way better. It was out here where I realized that knowledge, power, and wealth are the source of our troubles, and that a simple life is the best life. Those youngsters from the academia should learn the forest ranger's way of life. You can't just group them up together because they are all civil servants. Let me explain. It's like how the Dendro Archon and the Greater Lord are incomparable to each other. Do you get it now? I'm not sure. Instead of asking me more questions, why don't you just stay a few days? I'm certain you'll get to know the simplicity and beauty of forest life. Okay. An exquisite chest. Yes.
What's in here?
Oh, there it is. Okay, there are... What are those? Slimes? That are circling information, and I bet that... No, they don't pop. I thought they were gonna pop. They don't. No! I was about to kill one of them. Why did they reset? Excuse me. No, they reset their HP. Damn. Fine, I'll just get here. Nothing. I thought that they were gonna give me a chest. They were like in formation or something. What?
I hear everything.
Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Kale, and still can't figure out what the problem might be. Maybe she's in a better mood now. Let's go check on her.
I'm used to the rain, but you should probably use an umbrella.
Ooh! Tighnari over there.
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
Huh? Tighnari? What are you doing here? Where's Kale?
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
What? She got sick? Because Paimon touched her? Oh my god, Paimon. Is there some sort of like significance? Paimon is like primordial god, and touching her elicited some sort of reaction that is related to her backstory, which I don't know what her backstory is. I just heard it's tragic, but oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
You mean she's sick? How could she be... Oh, wait a minute. Could it be because of what Paimon did yesterday?
Because, you know, if she is like sensitive to touch, I would assume that she would like warn people all around. But, you know, maybe if it's just a regular person who touched her, maybe no reaction would... she would not have any kind of reaction. Maybe she would be like sensitive about being touched, but not to the point where it would get her sick. So maybe perhaps this is the only time. It's because Paimon was the one who touched her, and Paimon is like a sussy being Oh my gosh.
No, no need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale has been dealing with for some time.
Is that so?
Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care of herself.
Is that so? I'm not buying that, okay? I'm sticking with my theory. Paimon, you sussy.
I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been refreshing for her to have you two here.
So, Tainari, what's really wrong with Kale?
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Kale just fell asleep after taking her medicine. She needs some peace and quiet.
Okay. Chronic illness. Ooh. This is the first time we've seen a playable character lie down.
Shh! Kale's asleep. Let's come back once she's feeling better.
Oh, they had a cutscene for that. They really, they know players are gonna wanna check her out.
All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized that you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now. I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma. So, just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because...
Well,
because Kale asked me to.
Ooh, she couldn't bring to explain it herself. It's so dramatic, must be. Oh my gosh.
And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you.
Because?
But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture.
So, Tainari, what exactly is wrong with Kale? You said this is something she's been dealing with for some time. Just how serious is it?
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Elazar? I thought that was a person.
Elazar?
Yes, it's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body.
Dark and hardened scales that form on the body?
At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on the affected area of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia.
Para what? Paresthesia? Define, please?
In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
That sounds terrifying. Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier, it was because...
Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I knew it. I kinda already like stopped myself there because I was like, oh, I really don't like the clumsy kind, but oh, wait a minute, maybe it's related to her tragic backstory. Oh my gosh, I knew it. I was right. I'm so sorry. Okay. Okay. Dang it. See? Lesson, everyone. Don't judge a person. Because you never know. They might be going through a backstory, a horrible backstory, okay? That's true both in game and in real life. Oh my gosh.
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself. With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, there is unfortunately still no true cure for Elazar.
So she has a sickness. Yeah, yeah, because I really don't, I haven't really read the manga, so I don't know what really happened there. I've just heard some snippets of what happened there, so I just know that she was there in Mondstadt. She was saved by the Knights of Favonius. I don't know why they saved her and what trouble she was in, and I thought it was something to do with the Fatui doing some sort of experiments on her. So, is this disease part of the experiment? Or a side effect of the experiment? But they mentioned that it is something that is afflicted, or many of the people in Sumeru are afflicted with this disease. So it's not unique to Kale and her being experimented by the Fatui. So I don't know.
Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied and said they had a cure.
Okay, so that's how it's connected. So I'm guessing that they presented themselves as having a cure, but really they were experimenting on her with something else. Oh my gosh.
What? The Fatui?
We're like, what? The Fatui? Like instant reaction, instant shock, instant worry.
It appears you're already familiar with them. That'll save me some explanation.
Seems like the Sumeru city is also very cautious about the Fatui.
Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor.
Ooh, the Doctor. Yes. Oh, I mean, they're the bad guys. The Doctor. We hate him. Until he takes off his mask and show us that he's really hot. And we're like, oh no, he's hot.
I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them. However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant. Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now,
Emotional deep
she can
scars.
still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
Oh my gosh, Paimon.
Oh, Paimon had no idea Kale's been through so much suffering.
I'm still thinking though that it's because it's Paimon who touched her. That's why she got sick or something.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
That's something that she shouldn't be apologizing for.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her fault at all.
That's what I said.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her.
You know what? We'll cook her some food. Give us the recipe for that pita pockets. We'll cook her food. Or better yet, we can cook her the honey roasted what was it called again? The sticky honey roast. Okay. We know what to do. Okay. Don't worry, just leave it to us.
Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships.
What?
I
No.
trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
No, she shouldn't say that. Okay. But damn. It's hard to convince those types of people, right? Oh, I don't deserve real friends. No. You're worthy of friends. People want to befriend you.
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take good care of her.
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led to her breakdown this time. As
Breakdown?
long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better.
Breakdown? Like physical breakdown? Or it's like psychological breakdown? Is she still like struggling to live a normal life? Because she has to deal with these kinds of struggle, right? Like a simple touch could just break her down. That's awful though. So but at least she's trying, so
Though, I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville.
so it worsened. So when while she was with the Fatsui, her condition was stable, but she was under very painful experience. But now that she is like back here, so maybe it was actually a cure after all, a painful cure. I don't know. So why is her condition worsening after she arrived here?
She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to join us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now. All right. Now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine. I'll see you two later.
Wait, can we come along?
Yeah, we'd like to do something to help Kale too.
All right, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place,
Oops.
especially for someone who's still recovering like the traveler. You must follow closely and listen to every instruction.
I'm fine. You know, you don't know, but I already explored a bit of the area and I'm fine.
No problemo.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as Lunar Lotus. It's
Ooh.
often used to help those afflicted with Elazar recover their energy.
Those are the ascension materials. Okay, I want to gather some. I need like
Hey, Tainari?
45 of
Where
those.
exactly are we going to find this plant?
Lunar Lotus can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
What?
You are correct. Lunar Lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Kalpalata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, completely contrary to its name.
So why'd you name them those?
Huh. Okay then. Note to Paimon. Never bring up the topic of flowers with Tainari.
Excuse me, there were interesting tidbits though. I like learning those. I'm on your brain juice. Okay. It needs more juice. But why name them those though if they're not those type of flowers? If a flower, if a rose is not a rose, why'd you name them a rose? If a lotus is not a lotus, why name them a lotus? You people are just making it difficult for yourselves. Wait. Excuse me, hello. Where did it go? Oh my gosh. I swear. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Oops.
Is this an answer from this world?
Collect herbs.
There should be lunar lotuses growing somewhere
Wow.
in this area. Let's split up and begin searching.
This foggy atmosphere. It's very cool. But if this were in real life, I'd be really scared. But here it looks so scenic, right? Very moody.
If you could manage to gather 4 of them, that would be sufficient.
Can I keep them though? I need them for your ascension,
We'll
okay?
rendezvous here once you've gathered the needed amount.
Because I already picked them. Fresh Nilopalata Lotus. Aw, I guess I won't be able to keep them.
Alright, we've gathered enough lunar lotuses. Let's head back to meet Tainari.
Nilopala. Nilotpala. Or Lunar. What's up with the moon though? Because Mondstadt City of Moon. Liyue also moon. And here we have the lotus which is named Lunar. Something to do with the
We
moon.
found the lotuses you requested.
Let me take a look. Good, very good. These are all excellent quality.
I know, right? I picked them up.
I'm quite glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here. It seems we even have enough time to stock up on some other things I need.
Okay.
Tainari!
Hey, Amir.
Oh, Tainari, someone's calling your name. They're dressed like a forest ranger.
Ah yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago? What are they doing back so early? Let's go find out what's going on.
Hello? Is it really stormy during this time, or is it deliberately being stormy
Tainari,
for the
thank goodness we
story? I
found
don't
you here.
know.
We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
We just discovered a Withering Zone.
Withering Zone.
The Withering
Oh,
is back?
yes.
But the
I
patrol
remember
route you
those.
were on should have been already clear just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's the area where there is decay something.
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area. So we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get it clear enough for you to tell.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading. So we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away. In the meantime, please guide these two back to Gandharvaville.
Wait, but we can help. We ain't got no vision, but we got powers. So, you know.
Wait, Tainari, why don't you let us help you?
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with many things in these lands.
We'll be fine.
There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called the Withering.
Oh, second thought. I was just because the description says that it could wipe out your entire party.
The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such places.
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a dangerous place. As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements, will be able to resist the withering's corrosive effects for a time.
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a Withering Zone, we first make a record of the location and then have a ranger with the proper abilities deal with it, like Tainari here.
Okay, so we have Tainari, and then also Kale. And Kale is, they probably won't assign that kind of response to Kale, given her condition. So I'm assuming there are others who have a vision, who may be playable in the future. I don't know. Maybe, perhaps.
Only someone with a vision can venture within a Withering Zone and find a way to deal with it.
I can also control the elements.
But you don't seem to carry a vision.
Bitch! Don't you see these glowing thingies around my body? This is practically a vision.
Don't worry, he may not have a vision, but he's a real pro at using the power of the elements.
In fact, I would go as far as to say that I've got a better looking jewels than those vision holders, right? Look at these, look at these. Look at my earring. Look at that. It's pretty fabulous, right? Look at the glowing chest. Uh-huh. That's the visions don't hold a candle to my outfit.
It seems the rumors about you are true. In that case, all right, you two may accompany me. We typically only teach visitors how to identify the withering as they're about to leave Gandharvaville.
Look at my wrist.
Exception today, and show you what it looks like up close.
Look at my wrist, right? It's glowing as bright as their vision, right? Their vision, that's just one ball. Pathetic. Look at my scarf, right? There's a glowing ball. That's basically the same size as the vision, right? Like, look at that. Look at my knees. Look at my knees. It looks awesome. I really like the dendro color because it's so bright. It pops, right? Because the violet from the Electro Traveler, it wasn't as vivid as this, right? It pops. I'm like a Christmas tree.
Stop. Don't move any further. Look there in the distance.
Huh? Where? Oh, look! Those plants have withered! That whole area is kinda gloomy. Even the air looks like it's filled with ash. Oh, Paimon doesn't like the look of this.
That is the Withering.
The Withering. Coming soon to cinemas near you.
All right, Traveler. We're going to have to enter that Withering Zone. Once inside, we'll need to look for what we call tumors of the Withering.
Tumors of the Withering.
If we eliminate those, then the area will be saved. Thank you, but I must warn you. Don't push yourself. This is your first time handling this sort of thing, after all.
Not technically. I've encountered this one while I was exploring the Sumeru area by myself.
Even with elemental powers, once you step inside the Withering Zone, you may experience extreme discomfort. If at any point it becomes too much, return outside the zone and take a breather. It could become a matter of life and death. You ready then? Let's go.
I think you need the Grana, the this
First, we
one,
must
the
locate any branches sustaining the Withering Zone.
this one, the Dendrograna? Yeah, Dendrograna. What is this one? Excuse me. Wow, the music is so... It sounds deadly, right? It's like something is really coming after you. But you don't know what it is. You know what it is, but you don't see where... Wait. Collect the... And then... Oh. With charge attacks. This one? Oh, wait. I don't have a Dendrograna. Oops. Did I do it? What about this one? What?
Cascade.
Oh my god, there is a bar. I'm accumulating the withering. Ouch, did it hurt me? The heck? Candle of life. Ooh. What is this? Does this get rid of the withering? Oh, I see. You need to...
Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we
Ouch.
need to take care of the tumor. I'll uproot you.
Mind the deluge.
I got you covered! Scatter! Terminate!
Be still.
Now, destroy the tumors of the Withering.
Oh, destroy. Easy.
Did it! Everything's returning to normal now.
Yes, thanks to you two. We were able to quickly restore this area back to normal.
Tainari? You make it sound like we did well, but why does Paimon have the feeling you're worried about something?
It's that obvious, huh? Alright, it's like this. Recently, the rate at which the Withering Zone appears has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that Withering Zone, it won't be long before another one appears. If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. The Withering is leaving lasting effects on the rainforest itself. For instance, even though we cleared out the Withering Zone, many of the plants that were affected will not recover. This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline, directly impacting the wildlife that depends on those plants. And most disturbingly, as the appearances of Withering Zones have started to increase, Kale's case of Elazar has also become more serious.
Is that connected? I think so.
Huh? But why is that?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patients with other conditions.
Is there no way to permanently get rid of the withering?
No, none that we know of. The Withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia.
Millennia?
It's said that it originates from the depths of the world.
Depths of the world? So millennia is like thousands of years, right? So that's even before the Conria thing. Oh, so this might be connected to the original 7 right? Original 7? Original gods?
By the way, have you heard of Irminsul before?
I think... I don't remember where, though.
Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense, you can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downwards rather than upwards.
Isn't that the tree that we see in domains? Or at least part of it is the Irminsul tree?
I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul.
Oh, yeah.
Spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground all the way up to the surface.
Sounds a lot like what I saw when I lost consciousness in the cave.
Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom from ancient times to present day.
Mm.
The Dendro Archon is known as the God of Wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Dendro Archon's power is a manifestation of Irminsul.
Ooh.
And as for the Withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it.
You mean Irminsul is sick?
That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time ago. But even those
Familiars!
mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul. I'm afraid we Rangers will be battling the Withering Zones here for a long time until a cure is found. Alright, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things here, it's time for us to head back to Gandharvaville.
Ooh. Oh, I should get this teleport waypoint. Yay! So Gandharvaville. I love the sound of it. Gandharvaville. Wouldn't gliding be faster? No.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did it go?
Mission accomplished. We did well. I mean, I did well, you know.
The Withering Zone you reported has been taken care of. No, wait, is that?
It's a parrot. Oh no, I killed some of those.
Oh no, Hypatia!
Hypatia! Was she again?
Huh? What's wrong, Tainari?
This Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived in Sumeru.
Oh yeah, the green-haired girl. Oh, sorry, I mistook it for another one.
Oh, her? How could we forget? So did something happen?
Let me see what's written in the letter first. Oh.
Oh. His look is like, not again.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? Just let Paimon read it. Huh? All Paimon sees are 3 squiggly lines.
3 squiggly lines? Is it
Yes.
a code?
Allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for help. We need to go.
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait, how did you know all that from just a few lines on the paper?
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her... well, I'd prefer not to remember that.
Damn, what is with that incense though?
Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still get to her as quickly
She's
as
been
possible.
smoking that for 3 days? 5 days even?
I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like these. Paimon, Traveler, could you two bring these to her?
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations? But will the Traveler be okay if her cave is still filled with that funny incense?
It's fine. Genjutsu doesn't work if you know it's there.
Let's find out. Here, Traveler, take a smell and see. So, how do you feel?
It's a light and refreshing fragrance.
Huh? Really? You're not feeling even a little drowsy? But wait, how'd you know that he'd be okay this time, Tainari?
Because I've been under the Genjutsu ever since.
Back when we were clearing the Withering Zone, I observed that he could adeptly manipulate the Dendro element. I knew then that he would be fine. And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsul's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw while you were unconscious?
Yeah?
That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't intend to apologize for deceiving you, because what you saw is of significant importance. Not just for the nation of Sumeru, but the entire world of Tevat. My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. We took an oath to protect this nation together with her. Now that that duty has fallen to me, it was part of my responsibilities to ascertain whether you could be entrusted with the fate of Sumeru.
Uh-oh. I just got entrusted with the with the fate of Sumeru. Just like a protagonist would be.
Now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide any secrets from you. When you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul.
I'm the new Dendro
actual
Archon now,
real
bitch.
memories contained within Irminsul itself.
Memories? So was that a past thing? Because it's burned down, so it being alive and well is already in the past.
I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of Spirit Borneol are aimed at establishing a connection with Irminsul, just as you did.
It's okay.
That's nice and all, but will she really help us? Seriously, she completely ignored us the last time we tried talking to her.
Oh, she was really high. She wasn't ignoring us. She just couldn't hear us. She was really high.
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time, she must avoid communicating with others.
Oh, she was in a special phase. Okay.
Please, wait here for a moment.
Waiting. Huh? Huh? What? What's up with that?
Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her and she'll answer any questions you may have. No. I should be the one thanking you. You've both been a great help these last few days.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing.
Okay, let me read it first. What is this? I don't remember getting this. It looks like... You know what it looks like. Oh, the nursery. Oh yeah, I remember now that there was a puzzle that I completed. Okay, it's a quest item. Ooh, it's a lunchbox. Looks cute. Now where's that letter? I can't read it though. Okay, it just explains who I am.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing.
Hypatia, girl. Stop it. Okay, stop it.
Hello? Hypatia? Hey, there's nobody here.
Oh no, she
Maybe went out to look
overdosed.
for some food. Let's try looking around the area.
Don't tell me there's a jump scare. Oh no, please. Is she okay? What was that? Huh? What is this? Huh? What? Huh? What, did I pass out again?